Welcome to Black History Matters 2024. This is the fourth installment of an educational series produced by the National Abolition Hall of Fame and Museum. These short educational videos are meant to provide an introduction to topics important to our understanding of Black American history, but also the larger history of the African diaspora across the Americas and the world. I'm pleased to welcome you to today's episode, Breaking Barriers: The Impact of Black Innovators in the Tech Industry. The history of African Americans in the field of technology is a story of innovation and extraordinary talent in the face of systemic barriers and discrimination. From the early pioneers who laid the groundwork for future generations to trailblazers who shattered glass ceilings and revolutionized the industry, African Americans have made significant contributions to the world of technology that have shaped our modern world. It is useful to think about some of the barriers that African Americans faced while entering the tech industry, including systemic racism, unequal access to education and resources, underrepresentation in tech companies, limited networking opportunities, stereotypes and biases, and limited access to capital and resources for entrepreneurship. Discriminatory hiring practices, unconscious bias, and exclusionary workplace culture contribute to the underrepresentation of African Americans in technical and leadership roles within tech industry. Additionally, disparities in access to quality STEM education, mentorship, and professional networks further compound the challenges faced by African Americans seeking to enter and advance in the tech field. These challenges made it extremely difficult for early professionals to enter the field, but nevertheless, they did. One of the earliest pioneers in the field of technology was Granville T. Woods, often referred to as the Black Edison. Born in 1856, Woods was an inventor and engineer who held more than 50 patents for various electrical devices and innovations. His most notable inventions include the multiplex telegraph, which allowed for multiple messages to be sent simultaneously over a single wire, and the induction telegraph, which improved communication between trains and stations. Woods' contributions to the field of electrical engineering laid the foundation for many of the technologies that we use today in communications. Another influential figure in this field is Dr. Mark Dean, a computer scientist and engineer who played a central role in the development of the personal computer. In 1980, Dean joined IBM as a research engineer, where he led the team that developed the ISA bus, a key component of the original IBM PC. Dean went on to hold more than 20 patents for his innovations in computer architecture and design, making him one of the most prolific inventors in IBM's history. Dean's work helped democratize access to computing technology and laid the groundwork for the digital revolution of the 21st century. While we have mentioned her in the previous video, I also wanted to highlight the story of Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson, who was a renowned physicist and trailblazer in the field of telecommunications. In 1973, Dr. Jackson became the first African-American woman to earn a PhD from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, and throughout her distinguished career, Dr. Jackson made groundbreaking contributions to the advancements of telecommunications technology, including her research on semiconductor theory, which laid the foundation for the development of technologies such as fiber optics, solar cells, and the touch-tone telephone. In addition to her scientific achievements, she has worked tirelessly to advocate for diversity and inclusion in STEM fields, serving as a role model and mentor for generations of aspiring scientists and engineers, especially women. In addition to individuals like those we have just mentioned, we also have collective groupings that have helped to advance the role that African Americans play in the tech industry. For example, we have communities that have played a crucial role in shaping the landscape of technology through grassroots initiatives and collective action. Organizations like Black Girls Code, founded by Kimberly Bryant in 2011, have worked to address the lack of diversity in the tech industry by providing opportunities for girls of color to learn coding and computer science skills at an early age. This also provides them with mentorship, which helps them get a foot into the field. Similarly, initiatives like Hidden Figures Campaign, inspired by the story of African American women mathematicians at NASA, have sought to elevate the contributions of marginalized groups in STEM fields and to inspire future generations of innovators especially those coming from underrepresented groups. While I think it is important to highlight these stories of success, I do also want to emphasize how there still continues to be much discrimination and underrepresentation of people of color in the tech field, and that this continues to present a problem that would, in solving it, allow us to have much more people in these lists of pioneers who have changed the industry. People of color, specifically African Americans, continue to face significant challenges and disparities, including underrepresentation in leadership positions, unequal access to STEM opportunities at a young age, and systemic biases in hiring and promotion, which doesn't even allow them sometimes to get a foot in the door for these careers. However, as I mentioned, it is important to acknowledge that even through these circumstances, many people of color, especially the African American people we mentioned in this video, have served as a testament to the benefit that humanity incurs when we are allowed to use our talents regardless of race. Thank you for joining us today for this presentation on Breaking Barriers, the Impact of Black Innovators in the Tech Industry. On your screen, you will see a link to a Google form. The link is also available in the video description, and it will take you to a survey where you can fill out and leave feedback about your experience with this video. Your feedback helps us plan for future events and to secure funding, so we really appreciate it if you can take a few minutes to fill it out, or you can also leave a comment on this video. Once again, thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you at our next presentation.